right, we are now recording. Uh, all right, so once again, hello and good day to you, ladies and noobs. All right, hello. Hi, everyone. Today we're gonna learn. Ta-da! What was the last one? Trust policy. Um, what's this? Elastic beanstalk. Yeah, let's do an RDS here. RDS. What are the free tier of RDS that we can use before our free tier expires? Um, okay, try the new Amazon RDS multi AZ deployment option for MySQL and PostgreSQL. Mm. Aurora. So the Aurora is like from what I know, it's a property, proprietary technology of Amazon, of AWS, and it can integrate with Postgres and MySQL also. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So let's create a database. What are the um, Amazon RDS free tier? Okay, as part of the AWS free tier, the Amazon RDS free tier helps new AWS customers get started with a managed database service in the cloud for free. You can use the Amazon RDS free tier to develop new applications, test existing applications, or simply gain hands on experience with Amazon RDS. Um, yeah, each calendar month, the free tier will allow you to use the Amazon RDS resources listed below for free. Right. Okay, so we're gonna use the T2 micro single AZ, RDS single, what's this? 750 hours of Amazon RDS single AZ DB T2 micro instance usage running SQL Server. Wow, who would have known? Mm. Right, so that's it. We're gonna use SQL Server, right? Because we're the elite. We are the .NET supreme people of the .NET race. We should use SQL Server. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Or Express Edition, running SQL Server Express Edition. Okay, SQL Server Express Edition. So yeah, this one will be very careful with this one because the last time in Azure, this is the one where I incur $320, I think, where I launch an application and it's running a full-blown database or full-blown SQL Server, I think, where like it's like a professional edition maybe, or I don't know. But and I didn't like After I didn't delete the resources, so after I created it because I keep on playing with the application that I'm building for our it's a home automation application just for our home, and I keep on using it, and I didn't know that I'm using the not the free one, and yeah, when when the billing arrived, and I was so surprised. I thought I'll be running an express and a free tier because it's less than a year, but they charged me. Luckily, I was given a refund because I tweeted in Twitter, um, and tagging all the Microsoft people I know, including the CEO. So like, hey, what are you doing? Why are you stealing my uh, money? So yeah. hmm hmm So this is the one, our master username, manage master credentials in AWS Secret Manager. Yeah, we'll use this one because this is, but we haven't explored the secrets manager yet, so let's just use this. So for now, we're gonna add a password. So it's going to be, what the hell are you doing? All right. Oh, thank you. So this password is the password of my previous company. So DBT2, I have to write that down because I might forget, or if I might forget. Right. Hold on, little girl. Show me what it done to you. Let us open a new one. Or no, I will not. I will not show you that one here. Where should we put it? Yeah, this will not be a permanent, but this is going to be a pattern. So you might guess what patterns I'm using with my password. Right. So that's it. Let me do that again. But this pattern is, I just made this up right now, so this is not consistent with my patterns. So good luck deciphering my passwords. DBT2 micro. All right. We have to go to DBT2. Where's the T2? Why I don't have T2? See there? This is the trick that they're doing. They will say you can have free, but then it's specified here that it's going to be 752 hours of Amazon RDS single AZ DBT2 micro instance running usage running SQL Server. Okay, but you don't have the option here for the T2. How about going to 17? Are we going to have T2 now? See, they don't have. How about yeah? How do we do this? That's what I'm telling you guys. This guys are looks like these guys are I don't want to say bad words here, okay? Mm, mhm, 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 mhm. Uh, How about why is this DBT3 small? Uh, DB DB dot T3 is DB dot T3 dot micro free. Okay, so Amazon RDS free tier now includes DBT3 micro. Okay, that's good to know. DBT3 micro. But it's small. Where's the micro? Where's the micro, guys? DB.T3 dot micro. Nope. They. Okay. Starting today, the Amazon RDS free tier will include DBT3 micro and AWS Graviton, blah 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 blah. Commercial. This provides you with more options in addition to DBT2 micro instance with a current new AWS customers new to AWS in the past 12 months and who were in regions where DBT2 micro was not available can now create free tier DBT3 micro or the DBT4G.micro instances for the remainder of their first 12 months. In addition, the latest generation of DBT3 micro and blah 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 DBT3 DBT3 small is how about if I so instead of MySQL, let's use Postgres and yeah, do we have a DB.T3 now? Dot micro. Why? How do I set this up? Single instance. Where's my um DB? Take about done better a month now is traffic light. So here DB dot T3. Yeah, I don't have what the hop? What is this? We use recommended best practice configuration. Some configuration options can be changed after the database is created. So okay, so we switch to that, and then here, okay, then dev test production free tier. All right, so free tier, baby. T2 micro. All right, so that's it. We don't have to select this standard create. Let's go for easy create. SQL Server. And hold on, I might sneeze. Right, so I've done sneezing, and what is this password here? Is this the same password that I set earlier? Take about you set up easy to connection optional. View default settings for easy create. Uh, all right, you are responsible for ensuring that you have all the necessary rights of any third-party products or services that you use with AWS services. Huh? You're responsible for ensuring that you have all of the necessary rights for any third-party products or services that you use with AWS services. Yeah. Um, why is he telling me that? Why are you telling me that? What is there any license here? No, right? Uh, why are you telling me that? All right, so let us create the database. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So in here, we're going to create an RDS and we're gonna add a readme.md RDS. Bye bye. Right? Okay, so we got suggested add-ons for database one. Use RDS proxy. Create an Elastic Cache cluster from RDS using your DB settings. Simplify the configuration of the following suggested add-ons by using settings from your new database. Use RDS proxy. Hide add-ons for 30 days. I'll close this. So it's creating our database now. We now have our DB1 view credentials. Should I pause this? Yeah, I'm glad I paused that because it's showing my password. Okay, your database might take a few minutes to launch. You can use settings from database 1 to simplify configuration of suggested database add-ons while we finish creating your DB for you. How was your experience creating an Amazon RDS database? So it's creating and so you may want to consider using Amazon RDS blue-green deployments and minimize your downtime during upgrades. A blue-green deployment provides a staging environment for changes to production databases. Uh, okay, I don't know. So our goal here next is we are going to have a .NET API, .NET API number one, .NET API number two, entity framework number three, using Amazon RDS. Okay. So then we're going to put this on elastic beanstalk. Okay. All right. So is it still creating? So while it's still creating, let's go to our RDS and then let us create the app. So um, RDS API backend for front end. Right. So then we're going to .NET new web API. Okay, and then let's open that baby girl, right? And then um, let us delete. Why is there a controller base here? I think it's I forgot. Maybe it's a controller base. So we're going to have the planets controller in here. .cs. And then let's copy that. Put that in here. Man, this video is going to take a while. Planets, and then remove that. Remove the logger. Remove that, and then the constructor is that one, and then we're gonna add /API here because we're cool. All right, and then remove this, delete that baby girl, and this one as well, delete that. Now we want to first public async task a action result I action result get return. Okay, so this is going to be a get http get. Is it correct? Can we install .NET C sharp? It's already installed. This one, Microsoft Dev Kit. Yeah, is this correct? Yeah, that is correct, right? So if we see hello world here, hello world, and then we gonna .NET run. It's running. Oops, sorry. .NET run, and then put that in here. API planets. Okay, we have a hello world, and then how to wrap this to prepare prepare this to be an elastic beanstalk. All right, so elastic beanstalk .NET 7. Are we in .NET 7 now? What .NET are we in right now? Go to CS Proj .NET 7. Yeah, .NET 7 sample on Elastic Beanstalk. All right. Elastic Beanstalk roadmap. So it's still in roadmap. Looks like it's still in roadmap. They don't have was officially released on October in this request specific to is this request right launch an environment with example .NET application. Elastic Business Console for environment tier. Mhm. Give me the code, the project sample project code. Deploying an ASP.NET Core application with Elastic Beanstalk. Prerequisite download. What's this? Unix utils extract files. Press Windows key and then environment variables. What's this? I don't know what's this. Jerry.net project. Okay, so now, alright, so, um, what is Unix util again? Source for Unix util. I think this is just for like Linux thing. Download the installer from. Okay, so we already have that. Add the path. Press variables path. Okay, open new configuration. Generate a new project. CD profile. Use the command tool to generate a new project. Yeah, there's nothing special here. Launch. Okay, so open the Elastic Beanstalk console using this pre-configured link. For platform, select the platform, sample, create, update the code, source code, modify the default application into a web application that uses. Hmm. Hmm. Copy, restore. No. What's this? To create the source bundle, add the files in the site folder to archive to a zip archive. CD site zip. Yeah, they're going to just zip the entire thing. So this one, add a deployment manifest that points to the site archive. Hmm? Use the zip command to create a source bundle named .NET. Deploy your application. What? Yeah. Uh, Hmm. Hmm. Uh, yeah, I don't know, man. .NET 7 deploy to Elastic Beanstalk. Setting up .NET. .NET. What is this .NET? Using the Elastic Beanstalk .NET platform. Setting up .NET environment. .NET deployment development environment. Man, let us open our Visual Studio in our Windows. Um, yeah, I think we can use this one here. It's very big. All right, so let's see here what we can create a new project, and then go to, is there a elastic C sharp all platforms AWS? Okay, then remove that, and then all project types, serverless, lambda, serverless. How about elastic beanstalk? Beanstalk, no. Lambda, serverless, lambda, serverless. Clear all. C sharp, AWS, and cloud, desktop, cloud. Yeah. Um, can we search beanstalk? Beanstalk. Do we have beanstalk? No. Yeah. Uh, how do we wrap this up? How do we upload this to Beanstalk? Setting up .NET, 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 .NET. Should we listen to him? Can we pause this? Uh, before all of that, let us go to our get ignore. How do we ignore like all like the subdirectories? Hmm. Can we do it like this? For all, maybe that is like slash bin. Will it take effect? Slash bin. No, like slash bin. Oh yeah, that's it. For all slash bin and the all slash obj object. Yeah. So that is what I'm talking about. Um, yeah, I think if like for example, right, if we go check our, yeah, and also all zip, right? So if we like for example, right, in this elastic beanstalk, this zip here, if we remove that, all of that, this is still grayed out because that means it is ignored. But if we remove that, see that one pops up. If we put that one, yeah, it will grayed out. So right, so our elastic beanstalk .NET bin and object folder is already ignored, and that will also happen in our RDS backend for front end bin and object. All right, so take note of that, kids. Okay, so I will pause this again. Okay, so from a quick run through of the video that I watched, we made a mistake before with our Elastic Beanstalk. I bundled the entire code, so I should have bundled the bin like the one like this one here, the debug cd debug cd.7. So this kind of um, this folder should have been the one that I bundled. So right now we will .NET build. Should I put a release? Is there a release? How to do a .NET build again? Damn, I forgot. .NET build production. production. .NET build, .NET publish. What's the difference between .NET build and .NET publish? .NET build command builds a project and all of its dependencies. Publish apps with this. What's the difference? Okay. So .NET publish. .NET publishes the application and its dependencies to a folder for deployment to a hosting system. Build builds a project and all of its dependencies. So we should have used the .NET publish. .NET publish compiles the file and publish the resulting publish folder name. What's the flavor? Tell me what's the flavor. Ooh. All right. So let us .NET publish release. Figure release. Output is JX RDS BFF. Can we name it like that? Build determining. Alright, so it built. Let us. So this is the folder now. So this is the one that we're going to bundle. So, but before that, we're going to copy that and put that in our README, right? So README here for the RDS. Oh, for the how to .NET publish, and we're gonna put that in our Elastic Beanstalk as well. Let us put a readme.md in here. Then we're going to put that in there, and then this is going to be so you can configure it like the output name here. Okay, so that's it. Now do we have a readme here? So that's how to like that. This one, how to zip. Okay, so let's go to here. Let us put how to zip our baby girl. We want to zip it into JX RDS BFF. Then this one. Then we want to execute that LFATS. Is it LFATS? Yeah. Where is it? So this one here. We want to execute that. We want to zip that baby girl. All right. So that is now zipped, and we are going to. Is there an AWS command for this? No, we want to upload it. Okay, so let's go to our database is successfully created, but we created this directly in RDS, and I just realized, or I just found out that Elastic Beanstalk can provision an RDS database for us. So now let us create a new application. Do we have a new environment here? No, we don't have. How are we going to delete these environments? Yeah, I think those are all deleted. So now we want to go back and then create a new application. Then I call this JX RDS BFF, right? Backend for front end. And then we go to platform is .NET Core and Linux on Linux. Then sample application, upload your code, right? So label name is JX RDS BFF. Then local file, upload our our zip file. Let's go to repos, this one, RDS, this one, and this one, right? So preset free tier, next. And then, yeah, this is the existing one, key pair. We want to use this key pair. Yeah. And then instance profile, we want to use the instance profile that we created from our previous video, right? And then VPC, we're going to use the default VPC. What's this? Activated. Assign a public IP address to the Amazon EC2 instances in your environment. Okay, so it's just assigned. Let us activate a single tenant database. We're not gonna. Is there like you can set from the existing database if your elastic base anywhere is attached to your choose subnets for your database settings engine. No, we don't want to enable. But we know that Elastic Beanstalk. This one will provision an RDS for us. All right, but yeah. Uh-oh. Right, so it prompt to us to log in, but is this created already? Damn. Okay, let's create the environment. Yeah, this one. Let's continue. Choose a platform. So that's a bummer. Existing version. Upload code. Oh man. Uh, so they should have retain all our choices. So what happened there is the session token expired, and now I have to recreate the uh, re-input the choices I did earlier. Do we have to activate this? This activated. Assign a public IP address to the Amazon EC2 instances in your environment. What does that mean? Yeah, okay, just assign. Okay, hopefully this will run now. And yeah, so this video is supposed to be an entity framework, RDS, .NET, and Elastic Beanstalk uh, play or exercise, but I am now sleepy, so I guess we'll just do it on the next video. But for now, let us please check and see if um, we can see our .NET running. Right, so this one, right, so we don't want that, or maybe we want that. Where would you go? Where would you go? Hopefully there's no error. No error. Right. And then no error, please. Please, no error. Where would you go? Where would you go? Try to do a lasso. Bow, 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 bow. Could you run into? Could you run into? Could you go run into me? All right, so that was. It's now launching. Let us see the events. Hopefully everything's working and yeah, yep. Hopefully everything's gonna be fine. And next is we're going to have an entity framework and SQL Server and RDS integration, and then we're gonna do a code commit and code AWS code pipeline, and everything's gonna be happy for this week, right? So lonely, so pretty, you can't get out. And also, we might wanna. Can we do a cloud formation for an elastic beanstalk? Will it defeat the purpose of? Because the elastic beanstalk will also. So instead of making an elastic beanstalk, then we just create a cloud formation. Can it be possible to? Oh, is it? Um, can I say that? Is it correct to say that? Right, so there's an error. Return environment deployment failed for details EB engine that log. What's that? Your source bundle has a single .NET Core application. You must include a file with a runtime config.json. So this is the error that we got before, and this is a zip file. So this is the one. It did. It has, right? This one, the runtime JSON. Why? Why can't you read that? It has. Why? It has the file. It has the environment launch. What's this? Environments. Great environment operation is complete but with errors. For more information, see troubleshooting documentation. Command fail for on instance return. Your source code bundle has a single .NET Core application. You must include a file with a runtime config.json. What did I upload? RDS, this one, right? So this RJX RDS BFF. This is a runtime config. What is he talking about? Okay, so cp jx rds dot zip to uh can I do that? So let's go to this one, xxx cd xxx or another directory, right? Rm xxx rds cp jx rds bf dash bff dot zip to xxx dot zip. Okay, so how are we going to unzip unzip a zip file? Right, ubuntu unzip dot zip. So unzip. Okay. So does it have the, yeah, it has the runtime config.json. Why are you complaining, bro? What the hell? Right, so let us delete you. Right, so let us delete you. Delete. And then let us, okay, so let us create a new application. Or maybe because we got an issue earlier. JX EB2, I think. Okay, so let's just name it like that. JX EB2 manage platform. This one, and let's see if we still have the file here. We still have the file, right? Yeah, we still have it here. Yes, BFF. Maybe we uploaded the wrong thing. Local file. This one, right? This should be the one. This is the archive jx bff.zip. Alright, so let us go again. Don't you know, don't you, what you do to me. Forever is a long, long time, and I lost your way. Trying to build a healing story, because so called life, and it's such a waiting. When you realize that you don't realize, say it too, say it too. Where would you go? Where would you go? Try to do a lesson. Could you run into, could you run into, could you go run into me? Okay, it's launching now. Oh, is it launching? So diplomacy, you can't get out. Don't you know? Don't you do what you do to me? Paris, Paris, I know so well, I know so well. You realize, say it soon, say it soon. Where would you go? Where would you go? Trying to do a lesson. Could you run into, could you run into, could you go run into me? Where would you go, where would you go? Let's see. If this won't still work, I will rebundle our application. Let us rezip. So RDS. What's this? RM. Let's see. Yep, it's still having issues. So let us do this. Redo this again. Now we want to like put an X maybe here. Right? So let us paste that in here and then right and then go here. We have a BFF X here. That is the one that we're gonna upload. Let's go to application. Let us delete this. And then JXEB2 will be deleted, my guys. Alright, so let us create a new one. JXEBX3. Then let us create a environment for the JX3. This one, upload code, local file, go to repos, RDS, this one and this one with the X, right? So next, right? So we're gonna use this one and this one and this one, right? So let us go to next. VPC activated, single instance or single availability zone, and then next. Go next. And then maybe just next this one. Next. And then submit. Hopefully that will do the trick. Keep. We're now about to um how do we say that? About to pass 1 hour. We're now reaching an hour. All right, we're now over an hour. And hopefully this is it. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. You can do it, baby. Let's go. Let's go, baby. 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 Oh, you just walk on. Oh, you. Alright, seems like it's working. Created IP, Elastic IP. Created security group name using Elastic Beanstalk. Or I don't know, maybe it created this one and then it failed before. I just didn't realize. Just didn't notice. Mm-hmm. This looks promising. Down, just can't be found. Ran into the ground. Oh man, it's still the same. Instance deployment failed for details. See EB engine log. Output execution has encountered an error. Command execution completed on all instances. Successful, zero failed one. What is the failure? Runtime core. Instance deployment found a runtime dependent .NET Core instance in your source bundle. Waiting for added instance to your environment. Maybe because it's .NET 7. Configuration. Go to logs. Degraded. View causes. Logs. Events. Creating. Create environment operation is complete, but where there's more information, see troubleshooting documentation. Um, so what's going on? So if we launch this, and if we go to API planets, yeah, bad gateway. It's planets, right? Planets, API planets, yeah. API gateway planets, bad gateway. So what are the errors then? Click request logs to retrieve the last 100 lines of logs on the entire set of logs for each EC2 instance. Yeah, application deployment failed. Add should with exit status engine encountered. Execution has encountered an error. What is the error? Go to logs. We don't have a log. Let's go to our EC2. To our instances. Let us open this one. Um, what is the error? So let us connect. Let's connect. Yeah, we deleted. So let's use our SSH. Let's go to our EB. Let's go to our downloads and then paste this so that we can connect now to our EC2 instance. Alright, so we are here. Hey, what's that? This probably will be ignored, huh? Bad permissions? Why? EB key pair. Why? Why? Did we delete? Have we deleted our key pair? That key pair. Go to key pairs. Permission denied. It is required that your private key files are not accessible by others. This private key will be ignored. Load the key. Bad permission. What? What are you What are you talking about? Go to downloads. This one. Copy that. Put that somewhere. Maybe because it was in downloads. Then in here, go to repos. AWS. Put that there. And then let us go here. Oops. And then let us SSH from here. Permissions. Oh yeah, we have to Sage mode 400, I think, for that one. Sage mode 400 JX like that. And then like that, right? Is it? Let's see. Yeah, Sage mode 400. Sage mode 400. Damn, why? Why are you doing this to me? Maybe because, yeah, hold on, let's see. EC2 user. Yeah, maybe because the SSH was. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Yeah. Because we have to connect. We have to connect. Oh yeah, we already set up, right? We have this one's already set up. I don't know. Yeah. So we still haven't figured out our elastic beanstalk why we can't successfully run this. Thought that this is going to be an easy way um, to work on web applications. Um, yeah, so maybe how do we see the create environment operation is complete but with errors? Command fail. All this where is this EB engine log? Where is this instance fail? For details, see ebengine.log. This is the one. Where to find ebengine.log? Find eb logs. How do we install the ebcli? Do you have a eb aws eb aws eb logs? Oh man, oh man. So let us delete this. We haven't done this successfully yet. So let's delete this application. JXEB3. That's so sad. All right. So we got AWS EB in it. All right. So let us some elastic beanstalk. Okay, they are CLI. Go to the CLI AWS EB init. Invalid choice EB. You maybe you meant EBS. No, there's nothing. How to install EB install elastic beanstalk CLI. Manually install. Okay, run this one. And while we're at it, sorry for this one. We're going to delete you RDS. Go to RDS and then this one. What's happening here? Uh, Close this and then why is this so hard? Why can't I just install this? Add the path to the executable file. Right, databases. We want to delete this. Delete. Delete that for now. Delete me. Right, so delete that for now. And then the ELB command not found because we have to, according here, we have to set this up. Okay, to find your path variable, this one here, that, I don't know what that means. Add an export command to your profile script. The following example adds the path. Yeah, let us just install using script. Okay, the script also create a virtual environment for EV for installation. See this one here. The easiest and recommended way to install CLI is to use the installation script from GitHub. So clone this, go to our, let's go outside. Okay, so let's clone that. And then, what's this? Python 3. Python 3, come on. What's this? I could not find an virtual ANV. For installation, usage, troubleshooting. CD scripts. Okay, so Python 3, Python, yeah. Alright, so install, how do I install Python? This will still be the same. Alright, so yeah, I will look for some kind of env file or environment setup. So Python eb, this one, we're locating, could not find the virtual env environment. Ensure virtual env is installed and that it is in your path before executing this script. For the experienced Python developers, what's the advantage of this mode of installation instead of regular inside? Even with a virtual env, a developer might need to install multiple packages. Those um, pop and install. Okay, so we will do this. Not installed, and then we will install. And then we want to execute that. Cannot find virtual env. Warning: the script variable is installed in a bin, which is not a path. Consider adding this directory to path, or if you prefer, suppress this warning. Okay, so how do I add this to path? Okay, you want to add path, add path. Okay, which file to edit? Here, here I'm going to show. There's so many show, man. I just want the direct answer. Using web provide set path. Okay, let's go to cd tilde profile, I think. No. How do we find how to add directory to path in Ubuntu 22.024? Echo path print. Move path. Okay, echo path. So these are the paths. What's this? To output shows the output shows directories configured in path by default. The printenv command delivers the same output. Which who am I? Which who am I? Then how do I add a directory to path? To add a path temporarily, this one echo path permanently. So we're going to vim.bash rc, right? So yeah, we have to install vim sudo apt install vim. Right, and then okay, so let's vim that. Then we're going to add this one. So why is it that why is it not here? Vim bash rc. Yeah. So what if we just export path is equals to like that, the directory, then path like that, and then let us add our what's that? The location of our this one here. The virtual env is installed in this one. Zero in the path if you prefer source. Can we do it like that? There's a that local bin. Uh, Vlad AWS local dot local Vlad AWS dot local. So there's no Vlad AWS dot local here, huh? Okay. Let us add that. And then let us echo path. So do we have okay, so we have it now. Then we want to Python. This is the thing that we're working on here right now. ls. So we're now going to Python eb installer. Alright, so we're now installing. This error originated from a sub-process and is likely not a problem with pip. This error originates from the sub-process getting requirements to build well did not run successfully. See above for output. Why is this so time consuming, bros? Oh, yeah, I give up, man. I'm so sleepy. And yeah, yeah. So let's go back to the other option, which is to install manually. So let's go here. Install pip, install ELB in Mac OS. Alright, so install pip version. We already got that. This one, run this one. Then upgrade, add a path to local bin. So what we did earlier is export. Yeah, so that one. Then we want to do that. try to add that. Let's try to add that. Okay, so that is added. Load the script. Load the profile script described in the first step into your current session. Where's that? How do I do that? Load the profile script. I don't know how to do that. The EVCLI updated regularly to add functionality that supports Beanstalk. Alright, so we now have EB. EB, man. Alright. To get started with. Alright, so we got EB now. Elastic Beanstalk. Alright, so we go to our Elastic Beanstalk. And then we go to CLI. Um, what's inside the CLI? Nothing yet. So we want to remove the CLI, a RF CLI, and then we're going to mkdir CLI version, and then go to CLI version, and then we're going to eb init. EB command not found. Why? Why? Oh, okay, that one. EB. Okay, EB init. Right, so let us, because that is a temporary one, EB version. Yeah, for readme. Do we have a readme here already? So we have a readme. Set up the elastic beanstalk CLI. Right, so we got that. Want to select the one. Default is 3. This one. Turn name JX RDS BFFX. Make a selection. We want dot. No, we want number 1. Cannot set up code commit because control setup continuing with initialization. Do you want to set up a server in your instance? Yes. 1. Right, so do we have it already ready? Hey, where is it? Is it creating here? So elastic beanstalk. Oh, it's creating. Yeah. That's not what we want. We want to delete this. How do we delete this? EB delete. Is there there's an init abort clone configure deploy init locals platform. So terminate. It's like a delete application abort cancels environment setup clone or so creates a new environment deploy init Store, terminates environment. So we want to delete that application. So why, man? Why is this so hard, man? Why is this so hard? Last night I got a dream about you. In this dream, I'm riding right beside you. And it look, everyone is having fun. Kind of feeling I waited so long. Don't stop, come a little closer. As we jam, the rhythm gets stronger. Suddenly, I feel the shining sun. Before I know it, the stream is so gone. Oh, I don't know what to do. So, Elastic Beanstalk, Elastic Beanstalk supported .NET Core version. Oh, I don't know what to do about the stream. Elastic Beanstalk supported version, supported platforms. .NET Core on Linux. Okay, so framework .NET Core on EL. Yeah, so they are not supporting supports version 6.2. Yeah, because our application is in 3. Why you're forcing yourself, bro? Why are you forcing yourself to an environment there? How do we in .NET, right? Um, .NET new PI version 6. How can we specify a version? Oh, I don't know what to do. How about the stream area? For your from your description, I suppose you want to specify the framework to target when using the .NET New command. ASP. If that is the case, you could use the F framework. So F really, new F really, really. All right. So let's try net. So that will be net 6.0. Right. So let's go. Let's try that. Okay. So let's try this again. RM. rmeb.zip, right? So this one here, we want to do just a simple mkeb hello, hello, right? So for eb hello, we want to .NET new web API f net 6.0. Net 6 is not a valid value for f. The possible values are net 7. For more information, yeah, I want to target net 6, man. Install .NET 6 and with net 7 and on to 22.46, 22.4. Let's go to Twitter. Oh, and what to do? Da, 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 about streaming, yeah. Da, 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 you make my dream come true. Do, 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 do. Yeah, I am now sleepy, so I'm gonna sleep. How to install that in 6. Install that in 6. Yeah, so apparently the Elastic Beanstalk doesn't support .NET 7. Yeah, that could be the case. So, so instead of .NET, what if we just deploy a? But it's so tiring, man. Yeah. Can we deploy um a JXEB Angular? I know this is gonna be very stupid, but yep. Oh, I know what to do about the streaming, yeah. Let's make the dream come true. Node.js, yeah. Know what to do. How about the Windows one? The Windows says it supports 7, version 7. Yeah, those are all 6. Or maybe we can just, yeah, this will also cause an error because our runtime, or yeah. We can, yeah, why am I so, why am I so slow? So this hello here, do we already have a hello? Yeah, so the hello, right? we can just .NET new web API, right? And then it's going to create that, but they should have a very minimal changes that I can still put it as a 6, and then this will still display the weather forecast. So with that, I am going to .NET publish. What's the command again? .NET publish. This one, configure a release. .NET publish release, and then the name is EB Hello Pub. Yeah, we can't still because this is not compatible with 6 Jam. We really have to. But if we do a Docker, I think it will be fine. But I don't have time right now. I'm so sleepy now. Um, yeah. We can do like a Docker. But how about we just install the Docker here and then let's continue this later, right? So let us um, commit all changes, and then let's see if we have a Docker here. Do we have Docker? Yeah, we do have Docker. So next is we're gonna Dockerize our app and then publish it in Elastic Beanstalk because as you can see here, yeah, it supports. Oh, where is it? It supports platform, a Docker platform. All right, kids. So that's it. I'm gonna sleep now and see you on the next video. So let us check our RDS if we have provision anything. Then let us also check our Elastic Beanstalk. RDS databases, nothing, right? Nothing. Elastic Beanstalk, Elastic Beanstalk, EC2, or Elastic Beanstalk. All are terminated, so our instances are also all terminated. So yeah, next time we are going to deploy via Docker because we are in .NET 7 and our Ubuntu Linux, and we are the Elastic Beanstalk only supports version 6 at the moment. Alright, so Capone. See you kids in the next video. Bye.